Halloween is here, so I thought we could celebrate by ranking every Halloween skin from worst to best. Bring in the gameplay. No, not that gameplay. So I thought I would go over some rules and regulations. Every skin that has this symbol will be ranked. And now you might think, there isn't 139 skins. And you're right. I have also included every skin I feel are Halloween skins, like for example this one. And I will also put them all in tiers, from F all the way to S tier. And finally I also have a little challenge for you. Pick a skin you think will be at number 1, or just any skin you like, and see how far you get into the list before it pops up. And then you can comment what place you got. Now at last place, the worst Halloween skin is totally 80s. I would say the main thing is that it doesn't feel like Halloween at all. Maybe it is a reference to some Halloween thing that I have no idea about. It probably is, but it's not the first thing you think about when it comes to Halloween. And also not the second or third. But I also don't think it looks very good, especially with the colors. But remember, it's just personal preference, just like the entire list, so this might be your favorite skin. I doubt that. But if that's the case, then it's completely fine. It's all for entertainment and just a bit of fun, so don't take it all too seriously. Next up is Gorgon. The colors have no contrast and the entire skin is the same kinda hue. It becomes too much of the same color for me, and also the hair isn't very cool. I think maybe it refers to Medusa, I'm not sure. Anyway, then we have Ragdoll. Oh god, I think quite some people will disagree with this one. But it's okay, it's all fun and games, remember that? This one, I wouldn't necessarily say it's a color issue, I just don't like the concept that much. It does feel like a complete skin though, compared to the previous one, but just not for me. Moving up, we actually have another Echo skin, Vampire Bat. Not to spoil the video or anything, but don't get too attached to Echo. If you didn't know the name of this one, I don't think you would realize what this is even supposed to be. And that obviously isn't a good sign. Now we're going up to E tier, where the skins are still bad, but they at least have something. And the first one in E tier is Tentacle Horror. There are so many things going on, and the only good thing is the wing thing where the smoke comes out. Other than that, it's a bit messy. Cursed Teddy, this is like an advanced version of Echo's Ragdoll. It's definitely better, but I still don't like the concept. I don't like the model of Zenyatta or Echo in the first place, and since both of these are the epic skins, they still do have that sort of model, which limits the concept to reach its fullest potential, in my opinion. Cursed Candle, I would say it's a color issue. They don't complement each other very good, although I do like the candles where the smoke comes out. Dark Fawn, another mismatch of colors. They're not as bad, and also the concept of having a fawn is actually pretty solid. It is mostly the colors that drags it down for me, and a little bit the design, not too much, but a little bit. Jiangshi, this is not a scary skin. I do prefer when Halloween skins are grounded and scary. I mean, it's okay if it's a cute skin, but I don't feel like this is very cute either. Baptiste's Vampire, there is quite a jump from the previous ones to this one. It is very close to Baptiste's original skin though, and for me skins are supposed to be something extraordinary. Cultist, I think a lot of people like this skin. I don't. I think that first of all the colors are screaming, especially the greenish bit. And I don't see the thing with this skin. I don't see it. The suit is alright, but the rest is not that good in my opinion. Drowned, this is both a recolored skin and a joke skin, and as I said earlier, I prefer skins that are serious because I'm boring. Asmodon, if I'm not mistaken, this is actually a character from Diablo. I mean, it looks kinda cool, at least the Hammond does, but the ball kinda looks like a raw meatball. Grill Zombies 76, another recolored joke skin. Apocalypse Trainer, this one isn't as bad, the hoodie looks pretty nice. If you know me, then you know that I have a thing for hoodies, just look at my YouTube icon, it's literally a hoodie right there. Cursed Mummy, okay, this one is interesting because the colors are a bit unique, you don't usually see this color combination, and I think it's a pretty good one. It's just that the face drags it down so much for me, and that the hair sticks out. If they would have made a really cool face, this skin could have been a good skin. Tomb Walker, it's a version of her mummy skin, which I think are better than this one. Actually a lot better. This will always be in the shadows of the original mummy skin. Zealot, a good colored cultist version, although I still don't like the design too much. Hydra, now we have had 3 recolors in a row. The entire skin has the same kind of bluish hue to it. Usually recolors will be worse than the original because the design were meant for the original colors. And we're closing E tier with Butcher, and how, you may ask? Yes, the face do look pretty darn wicked. The thing that drags this skin down far down for me is that the skin is so damaged and I think burnt, and there are scars, and for me it's kinda hard to look at actually. Before we go into D tier, I just want to tell you that only 97% of people watching are actually Now we're opening D tier, and these skins are just below average, so they're still bad, but not too bad at all. And the first one is Cold Heart. Like, this is barely even a Halloween skin, it's pretty much Reinhardt's original skin, but with a few small cracks, which you didn't even see before I said it. So the main thing is that it doesn't feel like Halloween, and it looks very much like the original skin. Gargoyle, fun fact, this skin is in the Junkenstein's Wrath of the Bride thing, but it's not considered a Halloween skin in Overwatch. Like, it has the anniversary mark instead of the Halloween mark. Anyway, I don't necessarily think this skin is that bad, it's just that there are like no aspect of it that I like. Einherjar, this is just a fancy version of her original skin. Dai Tengu, I was originally going to put this in E tier, but it grew on me because I had to look at it a whole bunch while making this list. The face is pretty good apart from the nose, and I don't really like the red too much. Great Tengu. This one do have way better colors, although the nose and the hat still bother me just as much. Like, simply fixing those two things would put this skin way higher for me. Orisa Demon, I don't know if this is World of Warcraft inspired, it kinda feels like it. Either way, I like when skins matches with the hero, like for example Dr. Junkenstein. That skin actually fits pretty darn well with the Junkrat, but this is kinda like the opposite of Orisa. And also I don't think it looks that nice. And then above it we have Fiend, which is the better colored one. Ghost Bloom, I think this is another zombie skin, but it's not a joke skin, and I don't think it's nearly as bad as the earlier ones. And obviously Lifeweaver has that amazing hair. Noxious is a recolor to his toxic skin, which I do think is better. Satyr, this one do look way better than Dog Fawn. Dog Fawn looks like this skin, but they inverted the colors or something. But yeah, I think the concept gets to glow way better in this skin with the right colors. Cyber Detective, the suit and the head is pretty cool, I would say. However, the arms and the legs, I do not like them one bit. And also, sorry if I'm going through these skins a bit fast, it's just that we do have a lot of skins to go through. And I will talk more about the skins I feel like people care about more, and also the skins that I personally care more about. Toxic, the original version of Noxious, simply better colors. Then we're closing D tier with Rodog's Haunted Doll. This arguably could go in C tier, I just don't like the colors too much. I feel like this is some similar concept to Ragdoll, but infinitely better. Also, I do like the green jacket thing he has. Now we're entering C tier, where the skins are average, not good and not necessarily bad. And the first one is Cursed Warrior. It's pretty much Doomfist's original skin, but with a way cooler combination of colors. And if you have the golden weapon to him, as I have in the clip here, then it looks better, I would say. Dragon. The weapon reminds me of Black Ops Zombies, which I imagine most of you have never played. But if you have, it kinda reminds me of the Apothecant Servant from Shadows of Evil. I do feel like this skin has some potential, but that's about it. Flying Dutchman, I main Sigma and I wish this skin was better. The green kinda hue is not it. I'm gonna be honest, I think if it would just have Sigma's original skin tone, it would have been better. I mean, it's not bad, but yeah. Will-O-Wisp, here we have a similar kinda hue. Here I do actually feel like the hue is necessary though, but I do like the suit she has. Tombstone, it's very basic, but it does say rest in peace. And he has a, I think it's a crow, which are two good details, but it's so close to his standard skin. Bastion's Toxic, it is way more unique with some toxic waste in the jars, and also a dead bird which actually lives. Although the face could have been better, I feel like. Scagliata, the yellow in his face actually helps a lot with the color combination. Without it, it would have been a very bland skin. Immortal, this skin is not bad by any means, I do like the red and black. I just feel like it's a very basic skin actually, and it's not that much Halloween in it. Yes, the face is a bit Halloween, but not too much honestly. Symmetra's Vampire, the thing with these middle skins is they look pretty alright, there's definitely nothing wrong with them. It's just that when you compare them to all these big skins like Dr. Junkenstein, it's like, yeah. Anna's mummy skin, I'm not sure, but I think people like this skin quite a lot. Maybe I'm wrong, I don't know. It's 100% better than Tomb Walker in my opinion. Personally, I would like if they just made every recolor a customization to the original skin. Like, how can these two be different skins, but these two are the same skin? But obviously Blizzard prioritizes business first.
Yeah, business first.
Victorian Ghost, the hat, very good, even the suit do look pretty good. It's simply that the entire skin is the same kinda hue. If they just added some contrast colors, this skin would have been a fairly good skin. This next one is going to shock some people, I think, but this is not a universal ranking, it's just my own subjective opinion. Junkenstein's Monster. Sylvanas, you are ranking 139 skins, and how can you put Junkenstein's Monster, one of the better Halloween skins, on 95th place? And the answer to that is, I don't think this is one of the better Halloween skins. The idea and the concept is incredibly good, but the outcome, not as much. The thing I dislike the most with this skin is that if you look at his ear, you can see that he's just cosplaying. The entire face is just a mask, and also the hair is so flat. I don't think the skin is bad, I just don't think it is as good as people say it is. Swamp Monster, I don't know what it's called, but I like the things that, like the red things where the fish breathes with. That's some nice detail, and I also like the seagrass on the pants. The only thing I maybe don't like is the face. I feel like they should have made a like fish face with the big eyes, etc. Bastion's Pumpkin, the candles and the pumpkin face on the shoulders are great. Other than that, it's a very basic skin. Skeleton, this concept is surprisingly good, and if you cover the face, you will see that the skin has some good potential. The thing that ruins the skin is the face. That skull is not it. Junkrat Inferno, I I really can't decide what I think about this skin. I literally don't, like, I have nothing to say for this skin. I don't know. Good point. May Pumpkin, this skin I would say is pretty cute. It looks like May is going to a Halloween party. Bride, I don't know if her game mode, Wrath of the Bride, has dragged it down or so, because that game mode, it's not the best. I highly do prefer Junkenstein's Revenge. I like the white dress, I don't like the zombie aspect of her. Viking, I don't really consider Vikings that Halloween. Vikings can absolutely be very cool, but first, I don't think they're very Halloween, and two, this Viking is not very cool. If it would look more like this, then I would absolutely be all for it. Spider, I mean, it's kinda weak, but at least it matches quite good and it's not too bad. Baptiste Mummy, this is a mummy skin done better, I feel like. Necromancer, this is actually better than you think it is. If we look at the staff, it has this kind of spiral wave effect to it. And if we look at the backside, he has this kind of cape with some fur or something around the neck. So yeah, it's not that bad. Phantasma, it's actually a pretty decent skin. I do like the color combination and the white eyes are cool. Onryo, since it's a mythic skin, it has multiple customizations, but I'm going off the one that I think is the best, which is this one. I do have some strong opinions about mythic skins, but we'll skip that for now. If you want to, you can comment what you think about mythic skins, are they worth it or not? Anyway, the dragon skull on his shoulder is really awesome, and the hair is also really awesome. The rest though, it's not very good at all. Hanzo Demon, the white and the red suit is nice, and obviously the white eyes are very cool. I don't really like the zombie sort of aspect of him. Possessed, the same kind of white eyes, but with a, what I would say, a cooler suit. Roadhog Clown, the mask is terrifying and the tattoo is honestly kinda good as well. Imp, I like the colors, they actually work quite well. I feel like she should have had a mask or something, because it really looks like something is missing here. Executioner, an executioner is scary and mysterious, and this is neither of them. But we have a similar skin that does that way better, a bit up on the list. This feels more like someone who is cosplaying as an executioner rather than an actual executioner. Crimson Clown, I would say the suit looks good and I like the kinda pattern on his weapon. The mask is alright, but you know what would be really cool? If these skins actually wore makeup instead, Joker style. Yatagarasu, I don't think people know that this skin even exists. I didn't before making this list. The hair looks pretty nice, the rest I'm not a very big fan of actually. Ash Haunted, Ash looks cool even without any skin, so having these colors, this mask and these eyes certainly helps. I mean, even Bob looks cool. Conjurer, a recolor of her witch skin, that skin looks way better in my opinion. I think they kinda just messed up all the colors. It's still an alright skin, but it's a big downgrade from the original witch skin. I do like the wings, the book and the staff though. Oh, and also the hat. It's not a bad skin, it's just hard to look at a recolor without comparing it to the original. Genji Demon, another recolor. Next time I make a list, I should maybe put the recolors on the same spot as the original and just say which I like more. I don't know if I'll do that, but maybe I do. This doesn't downgrade itself as much as Conjurer did. I mean, it's still a far jump between them. This skin is just a little bit short for B tier. Mercy Devil, this is the other version of the Imp skin, simply better colors. Enchanted Armor, the cool thing with this one is that there's no body, it's just a living armor. But when you play in-game, she has the headpiece on, so you can actually get a headshot. Otherwise, it would have been a bit OP. Warlock, I like these sort of hats, they're very Halloween for me, although I would prefer if she had a bit more clothes on. I prefer most people with clothes on. I really like the cape thing though. Lilith from Diablo. The dress thing looks very good with the black and gold. The wings are quite good and the elixir tube. The only bad thing with this skin is that she has horns instead of hair. I like hair a lot, so yeah, I would like some hair instead of horns. Stone, this skin is surprisingly good for being a stone, and it's all thanks to the orange lava thing. Using colors like this is exactly what I like to see. This is simply her normal skin, but with two very similar colors, dark gray and light gray, that kinda fades. And then a contrast color, which is orange. Cassidy Oni, the pants are good looking along with the shoulder piece. I don't like the red tone so much though. The hair is pretty alright. Corsair, Anna rarely disappoints, usually her skins are very solid. This skin is still solid, I would say. I like the hair and parrot and the cape. I just don't feel like this brings Halloween feelings that much. I guess pirates maybe is considered Halloween, I don't know. I don't see pirates that much as Halloween. Ash Cursed Doll. This is definitely one of the better doll skins. And even Bob is good with the heart on his belt. The thing that sadly drags this skin down quite far is the colors. But this skin actually has another version that is a bit higher on the list. Necrotic Witch, I don't know why all of Junker Queen's skins have so little clothes. This skin would greatly benefit by having a full costume. Anyway, I do like these hats a lot, they're very much Halloween. And I like the green hair, it's unique and I like it. And now after many skins, we're closing C tier with Kirika's Vampire. Obviously I like the white hair and I also like the wings, both the ones around the legs and the ones in the hair. Now we're entering B tier where the skins here are good. Every skin from now on I think is good. The first one is Coffin. This is a very advanced version of his Tombstone skin. It still says rest in peace, but now we can actually see that there's someone in the coffin, or at least there's a hand sticking out. The bird is now a skeleton bird, and maybe the best detail is that his face is a lantern, which I like a lot. Cursed Woods. It's been a while since we've seen Echo. Last time she was in F tier, but we're ending Echo here with this skin. It reminds me of some Elderwood skin from League of Legends. Arcane Apprentice, this is another cute skin. I really like the hat, but that's also the only Halloween thing with this skin. Cursed Seer, this is actually pretty impressive for being a Mei skin. Usually her skins isn't that scary, but this one is pretty good actually. I also like the color combination quite a lot. Demon Lord, the armor pieces with black and gold along with the hammer looks very cool. And this terrifying devil who looks like he will send you straight to hell. If they would have made the face much cooler, cause now it looks kinda Goofy with the beard and stuff like that, so if they would have just fixed that, then this skin could have easily been an A tier skin. It is a good skin, but it looks too goofy for me to put it higher. Zombie Doctor. If you saw my Mercy skin tier list, you know that I put it a lot higher originally, but I don't think it is as good as I said in that video. It is still a good skin, 100%, but the colors are so bland. I do like the mask, I mean... The red hand is a nice detail, and I also like the white hair. Ash Haunted Doll, the design on Ash is very good and it fits very well with Ash's and Bob's model. I don't know how much they fit with them as characters though. I mean, I guess it could be worse. Bob looks alright, but I think Ash is the one who looks really awesome. Pharah Devil is kinda similar to Demon Lord, where I think the kinda armor slash suit looks incredibly good, like A tier good, but the head ruins it a lot. I guess it's more forgivable here because in-game Pharah actually has a helmet on, so you don't see the face as much. Although the armor coloring and texturing is A tier for me. Baptiste Scorpion, now I actually feel like we're getting into some good skins. The orange lava thing combined with the dark gray reminds me of Hell kinda. And I don't like Hell, but I like the aesthetic of Hell and Heaven and gods and demons and all of those sort of things. I imagine this could be like a god who protects the entrance of Hell. And also the spike thing on his weapon is a really good detail. Fallen Angel, the name is way cooler than the actual skin, but the skin is still good. The white hair, obviously I like that. I'm kinda confused by the legs. I don't know if that is her skin or not, I assume it's not, but it kinda looks like it. Anyway, the wings are really good, especially the red fading thing. I would say the head and the wings are probably the best part. I would remove the silver thing she has on the head though. Summoner, the Necromancer variant but with infinitely better colors. Red, black and gold, it is a deadly color combination. And the staff still has that spiral effect to it, but now it's orange instead, so it looks like fire, and that is kinda cool. Ghoul, originally this was the skin where I like, if a skin is better than this, then it's a good skin, and if it's worse, then it's a average skin. But then I ended up putting it higher, cause this is quite a good skin. She seems to have double hoodie, one orange and one black. Orange and black goes very well together, and orange and black is probably the most Halloween combination. And the face also feels very Halloween. Cassidy Undead, I feel like this is quite unique. The face with the green eyes and grey hair, along with the hat and the skeleton mask thing, is very cool. That is definitely the best part of it. The rest is alright, I'm not a big fan of the colors. Jack-o'-lantern, the story of Jack-o'-lantern is one of my favorite stories. And if there were to be one thing that represents Halloween the most, then it would probably be the Jack-o'-lantern. Hammond also looks pretty cool. This representation of Jack-o'-lantern is not the best, and Wrecking Ball as a character doesn't match with the Jack-o'-lantern very good. If you don't know the story of Jack-o'-lantern, it's basically this guy named Jack who was very cruel, so when he died he was denied to heaven and to hell. So he's forever wandering the earth, and he put this burning coal from hell inside this pumpkin. And there is another character I feel like fits this cruel man way better. Nightshade, this is a very clean witch skin. Black and gold with this witch hat. I also like the pattern on the pants. It's quite a basic skin, but I like it quite a lot. Mercy Witch. Now the OG witch skin. This has the classic witch look with the nostalgia combined. When this was released, then it was the skin. And for good reason, it is a very good skin. The staff is now a broomstick, which obviously fits very well. I could absolutely see people putting this in A tier. The hat, the wings, the staff, book, boots, literally everything with this skin is very solid. Werewolf, usually Winston's skins isn't that good, and I think this is definitely one of his best skins. The design on the werewolf is very good, I would say. Also, I get Warwick vibes from it. It kinda reminds me of Warwick a bit. The worst bit is definitely the jackpack in my opinion. Vampire Bride, the red dress thing is nice, and it even has these bat symbols on it along with the... I don't even know what it's called, but these also has the same bat symbols. You can barely see the weapon, but that also is very beautiful. Witchbane, the hat looks kinda weird, but not bad. It's a very fancy suit that looks good. The hair, hat and mask is probably my favorite part. It's quite cool, but the suit is also good. One-Eyed Wilhelm. Reinhardt in itself is very mighty. The hammer is one of the best hammers across all of its skins, so that gives a lot of bonus points. The shoulder pieces with the skulls along with his head and hat I would say is good. However, I don't like the wooden leg thing. I think it would have just been better without it. Ghostly Bride, the other variant of Vampire Bride. I like the white dress more, and also now the eyes have some dark thing around it. Draugr, originally I didn't like this as much, but now I think it's quite a good skin with almost the same hammer as the One-Eyed Wilhelm, but I would honestly say this is even better. Not only that, the entire skin also looks better. He looks like some Viking that has just gone rogue. You can even see that he has some arrows all around his body. I'm the kind of person who thinks that almost every Reinhardt skin looks like a final boss. This skin arguably could go in A tier for me. Widowmaker Scorpion. Widowmaker usually looks pretty sick, but now that she has a mask, it's on a whole nother level of sick. And this yellow kinda goldish and black suit along with some spikes brings up this sickness level a bunch. The only thing I maybe don't like too much is the purple kinda tone. Her normal skin is way more blue than this. Slasher 76, if you look at this skin and then you say it's bad, then then it's completely fine. This mask is without a doubt the coolest mask so far. He looks like a complete psychopath, which honestly fits surprisingly well with Soldier 76. Because if we compare him with Reaper, who just wants to finish the job and shoots you one time and you're gone, Soldier picks up a burning pinata and punch you until you're gone. And he even has to consider if he should eliminate these people or save a child. So yeah, this psychopathic look matches very well with him. And he even has an axe. Yeah, this entire skin is just too good. It's too good. Now, as the battle raged, Dr. Junkenstein himself made a grand appearance.
Dr. Jameson Junkenstein!
This is such a good skin and such a good concept and such a good match between the character and the skin that he got his own game mode. And if you ask me, it's like the best arcade game mode apart from maybe like Mischief and Magic. Both Dr. Junkenstein and Junkenstein's Monster are two skins that goes hand in hand, exactly like the characters Junkrat and Roadhog. Sadly, Roadhog's skin wasn't as good as this one. Usually a skin is just a visual change, but this is an entire game mode with its own lore. And this skin also has sound changes as well. Personally, I think if this skin was made today, it would have been a mythic skin. Now we're entering A tier, where the skins are extremely good, and the first one is Demon Hunter. I like the hoodie-like thing, also the red helps with the color combination. Maybe they could have added some more red on the front side. And the weapon is this little crossbow. And above it we have Gilded Hunter, which is the same but with way better colors. The purple and pink is very good. Harasu Tengu, I think bird things are pretty cool, and this is kinda like half bird, half human. The actual design of it is very good. The colors could definitely be better though. I mean, they're not terrible, but they could definitely have been better. Kiriko Witch, another witch skin, it's quite good and quite cute. Little Red, Ash with a hoodie and white hair is good, and the fact that her gun is actually an axe is also a nice detail. The best detail is probably that Bob is the wolf while Ash is Little Red. This skin is very well thought out. The Lich King. If you've never seen the original Lich King, you will probably think, well, this is a pretty epic skin. And yeah, it kinda is, but it's nothing compared to the original Lich King. This is how the original Lich King looks like. And if it would look like that, then it would without a doubt be in S tier. Now I talk like this skin is a bad skin. I don't think this is a bad skin at all. It's just that when you compare them, it's way worse. Hellfire? Wait, this is the Reaper's first skin, right? I think this is the first Reaper skin on the list. Okay, yeah, that shows how good skins Reapers has and how good Reaper's design is when his worst skin is better than over 100 other skins. The thing with Reaper is that pretty much every single skin of his could technically be in this ranking, cause even his original skin feels like Halloween. But because I didn't want to fill this entire list with Reaper skins, I just included the ones I feel like you really can't ignore these ones. Also, if you want to see a Reaper tier list, then let me know in the comments. Hellfire, it's literally a devil with a hoodie and a cool coat thing. Mage, this is the third variant of the witch skin now. I can show you all three and you can see how much of a difference the colors make. And in my opinion, Mage is miles ahead of the others. Spellbinder, now another mythic skin, and I'll go with the one I think is the best, which is this one. The witch hat, which is burning, is good, and also I really like the wings, especially the front side where they are glowing. That is beautiful. Horror Hog. This is an executioner skin done so right. The face is completely hidden, so it becomes very mysterious, just like Road Dogg is normally. And then Road Dogg has that hook, which helps a lot with this skin. And I also really like the tattoo. Can we just compare these two executioner skins? The Road Dogg one is so good. Genji Oni, this is a very classic skin to Genji. A ninja in black and red with katanas and this mask is very awesome. Moira Vampire, this is from the newest season. And I'm very impressed actually, because lately the Battle Pass skins haven't been very great in my opinion. But this one is actually a very good one in my opinion. The red, black and gold suit with the deadly color combination. I don't know what people think about this skin, but I like it a lot. The suit dress thing makes it really good. But then we have Banshee. I think this one is generally liked. The white kinda dress with the white eyes and white hair. She doesn't have any shoes. I know some people dislike that, for me it doesn't matter too much. I think it just makes it more creepy. Turned Hunter, this kinda dress suit coat thing is extremely beautiful, with some nice pattern on it. The face kinda looks like a doll. I would say this, the design of the skin is incredibly good, it's just that I don't like these inverted colors. I don't know if they're inverted, but this sort of color combination. Divinator, it's the witch variant but with so much better colors, very Halloween colors. Cursed Captain, this looks like it comes straight from Pirates of Caribbean. The hat is very good and I also like the squid, it's a very good detail and makes the entire skin more creepy. The overall clothing is also good, especially the coat thing. Emotional, I can definitely see why people wouldn't like this skin, but I personally like it a lot. It kinda looks like Reaper is going to a Halloween party, with the makeup and the wings. Now you can't really see the shirt in this pose, but the shirt is also nice with the heart on it. He also has some arrows on his leg, I don't really know why, but they're kinda cool. Demon Rocker, Ash with this hat and hair and these clothes looks so sick. And the gun is some kind of guitar. I don't think Bob looks nearly as good, but Ash is actually very good. Van Helsing, these clothes with the black and silver is even cooler. He has this crossbow on the back along with his regular weapon. The best part is his fake arm, the robot arm, which has this orange lava color, which is a very good contrast to the skin. And obviously he has the hat, which I also like a lot. Shinryong, usually the mech ruins Diva skins, and I wouldn't say it ruins this skin, but the absolute best part about this skin is Diva herself. I think it's definitely a reference to something that I have no idea about. I like the little tail she got, reminds me of Ari. The candles on the mech's weapons are a nice detail. The third and final mythic skin is Ancient Caller. I like these sort of masks, and I also like the hood-like thing. This is one of very few mythic skins I actually think looks good. I'm very glad that they did it so behind the mask and kinda like around it, it's just darkness. Infernal Witch, I was considering if I would put this in S tier or not, but I ended up putting it here because the S tier are a step above this. But I like this skin a lot. The hat is probably the best witch hat so far, and the dress thing where these things are hanging down are also very good. The hair also fits very well with the skin. This skin, in my opinion, is incredibly good. And we're closing A tier with Bog Witch. I feel like these last two skins are like elemental witches, and the previous one was the fire one, and this one is like the nature one. And here, instead of having a hat, we have a hoodie hat thing. We still have the witchy hat feel even when it's a hoodie. It looks like she has been living in the swamp, it is even growing mushrooms on her legs. A very good skin. Now, before we go into the S tier, I just want to tell you that my goal is 1,000 subscribers, and if you want to help me reach it, then it would be very much appreciated if you could subscribe. Thank you. Now, opening S tier, where the skins are, in my opinion, close to perfect, and the first one is Heartbreaker. I know some people don't like this skin, and that's why this is a subjective opinion, and personally I like this skin. And pretty much everything I said about the emotional one goes for this one as well, but with a lot better colors. Grim Effigy, this brings kinda the similar feeling as the Bog Witch one. It feels like you could find this in a swamp or something like that. And it has this amazing skull with the horns sticking out. And on the back it has the same kind of symbol on it. This is one of only 3 epic skins that made it to the S tier. The third Reaper skin in a row is Dracula. Dracula is so iconic for Halloween. And this suit with the black, red and orange looks so good. And this just looks like a really stylish man, which vampires kinda are, and Dracula is a vampire, so it makes sense. And just short for top 10 is Inarius from Diablo. This is like a Reaper skin, but for Pharah instead. In-game she has the helmet on, and then it's just a helmet with pure darkness inside of it, which looks very epic. The skin feels kinda like hellish, but the white wings with the effect to it feel more like heaven. So it feels like a contrast between hell and heaven and the white and the black. Now we're going into the top 10 best Halloween skins, and at number 10 is Eclipse. Some of Yari's skins, including this one, is the best thing that I ever seen. I know it exists, but I have a hard time thinking that people can look at this skin and then say it's bad. Although I do think there are quite a lot of people who likes this skin. I'm not into the lore that much, but I think her entire story is about the sun. And this skin is like a moon skin instead, like Moon Knight, which is a funny little contrast. I don't know what to say, the colors, the mask, everything is so good. At 9th place we have Tomura Shigaraki. I'm fairly certain this is from some anime. I have no idea about the anime and I don't watch any anime. And that shows if I like this skin so much and I don't even watch anime or know who this is supposed to be, that shows how good it is. It's funny if this isn't even from an anime. Like, I have no idea. There are hands everywhere, including one in the face, which acts like a cool mask thing, and then one on top of the head that acts like some sort of hat. This skin just looks insanely sick. At the 8th place is Shaza. I might as well rename this tier to Reaper's tier. This is the 5th Reaper skin in S tier out of the 7 we've looked at so far. But Reaper pretty much is the Halloween mascot for Overwatch. I like the top hat and the mask that is glowing. The guns also look pretty cool. At 7th place, the next Reaper skin is... Wait, it's not a Reaper skin? Black Hand. I think this is from World of Warcraft. Pretty much the entire top 10 could have gone any way around. These skins, like, I love them all. This looks like something you could find inside of hell with the fire and furnace looking things and glowing eyes. Just short for top 5 at 6th place is Vampire Hunter. This is the other variant of Turned Hunter, but with the correct colors. So we still have this beautiful coat thing, and her weapon is now a lantern, which is a very beautiful detail, and we still have these skulls. Entering top 5 with Beholder, with the similar mask as Ancient Caller, but with this amazing coat hoodie. These sort of masks look so creepy and cool, and this suit looks like it's handmade. The squids I'm not too big of a fan of, I would rather just not have them, but yeah, the rest is really awesome. Now the next one is the most like objectively good skin in probably the entire game. I'm not even being biased here. At 4th place we have Sylvanas. But not to get it the wrong way around here, this obviously is inspired by Sylvanas Windrunner, the same character my name is also inspired by. So I don't like this character because it has my name in it. I have my name in it because I like the character. The original Sylvanas is still better, I would say, but they did a far better job than with Lich King. And I would maybe say that the hair is maybe actually better on the skin. I put it outside of the top 3 in case you wouldn't think this is a Halloween skin, even though she can do this. But yeah, I left the top 3 to some true Halloween skins. Now at the 3rd place we have Shadow Child. It's funny, Iyari has 2 skins on the list and both of them are in the top 10. It is kinda similar to Eclipse with the colors and that, but this is way more terrifying. The orange and black, that is my favorite Halloween combination. The hair, the cape, the colors, they're all incredibly good, and in my opinion, this is well deserved at top 3. At the 2nd place, we have Stonecrow. This looks like some god, a legend. I don't even know what to say. Like, I don't even know how you could make this skin any better. I don't know what to say, I guess we just go into number 1. At the 1st place, the very best Halloween skin, in my opinion, goes to the Halloween mascot, Reaper Pumpkin. This is the jack-o'-lantern story done so right. Jack so cruel, even being cruel against the devil and tricking him, that he can't even be accepted to hell and certainly not to heaven. So he takes this burning coal from hell along with his soul and puts it in the pumpkin. And if you know the lore of Reaper, you don't even have to know the lore, just look at him. You can clearly see that this skin matches with him so perfectly. And when I think of Halloween, this is what I think of. Anyway, that's the list. Thanks for watching and happy Halloween.